Hi everyone, today I am going to be running through my 10 must-have products for spring. I love every single season here in the UK. They are all very distinctive. We are incredibly lucky, but by the end of the season, in fact, probably a month before the end of the season, I'm so over it. I'm ready for the next season to start, and that goes without saying for winter. Had enough now. I really want the nights to get lighter, the flowers to start pushing through the earth, that smell in the air of freshly cut grass, a little bit of sunshine wouldn't go amiss, so I'm incredibly excited for spring to start. Also, I love spring makeup, really fresh-faced, that glowy English rose cheek. You all know I'm about the blush, so I cannot wait. I'm also really excited to share with you that this video is in collaboration with Charlotte Holcroft, who is one of my favourite YouTubers, and she is a fellow UK YouTuber like me. If you've not seen her channel before, I highly recommend that you go over and check her channel out. I will link her video and her channel details in the description box for you. She has the most wicked sense of humour, and her channel generally focuses on high-end luxury makeup. She has cost me an absolute fortune. Even her no-buy videos, I tend to end up buying something. I may send her the bill. Anyway, do make sure you go and check out her channel. Not only is she really good at what she does, and she's got an amazing back catalogue of videos in her library, but she's also a genuinely kind human being. Go and show her some love, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, let her know that I sent you. You can thank me later. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm channeling my inner ballerina vibes today. I'm failing miserably. I will try harder next time. Anyway, let's crack on with this video. If you're new here, if you've popped across from Charlotte's channel, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new videos on YouTube every single week, and I would absolutely love it if by the end of this video you've found it helpful or entertaining in any way. Come and join the Pampered Wolf Pack. Click on that like button, the subscribe button, and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So I've got 10 amazing products to share with you today, all of which you can use during any season, but these scream springtime to me, or they're perfect to use at this time of year. So on that note, at this time of year, I usually ramp up my SPF testing. I'm testing out so many different SPFs to put together a best SPF video for you that's going live a little bit later on in the year, so definitely stay tuned for that. But I found some absolute gems from a brand that I've never heard of before. So this is Hello Sunday, and the SPF that I am loving at the moment is called the Everyday one. This is an SPF 50, but they also do it in an SPF 30 as well if you prefer slightly less protection, although, you know, I've no idea why. This is such an amazing SPF and you can't feel it on your face. So it's a really nice one. It's got high protection and it's a hybrid chemical sunscreen. It's really hydrating. It's got glycerin and sodium hyaluronate in there, and it's also nourishing. It's got jojoba esters in there as well. So it's great as a moisturizer as well as your SPF. You can use this as a standalone moisturizer if you want to, or if your skin is slightly dry like mine, you might want to put a moisturizer on before you apply this, but it is lovely. It sits beautifully under makeup. It looks really nice. It's got a glowy effect to the skin. It's definitely not mattifying, so if you have a really oily complexion, you might not like this one, but it just gives me that glow from within look, whilst also protecting my skin against UV damage, which is the most important thing. I really, really like this. It's such a lovely consistency. It's not super runny, but it does loosen as soon as the product hits the heat of your skin. And it's really, really lightweight. And like I said, makeup sits so beautifully over the top of it. You also get a decent amount. It's the standard amount for a sunscreen of 50 mils, so exactly the same as my Ultraviolet Supreme Screen, which is one of my my ultimate favorites, and also exactly the same as my Beauty Pie SPF as well. So it looks like it comes in a really small, dinky container, but it actually holds a decent amount of product, and it's around the same price point as the La Roche-Posay, so really quite affordable for a sunscreen. The next product I want to mention is from the same brand. This one's called The One That's Got It All, and it's actually a primer as well as an SPF. Now, personally, I wouldn't use this as my standalone SPF, only because this is a really high silicone formula, and I don't like the feel of heavy silicone formulas on my skin. So this is one that I would use over the top of the everyday one to give me that little bit more protection, whilst also creating a smooth canvas that a primer will give you for the rest of all your other makeup products. This is, however, going to be my standalone SPF for underneath my eye area. This is amazing for under the eyes. One, it doesn't make my eyes sting. Two, it actually doesn't creep into my eyes, which is probably why it doesn't make my eyes sting. It sticks where you put it. And three, it creates the smoothest canvas for my concealer, for my color corrector. It just is so perfecting. So I love this. I definitely wouldn't apply the full amount that I would need for this to be a standalone SPF. You may love it. It's not for me, but for a bit of extra protection included within a primer, this is lovely. It's a really lovely primer with a bit of protection for boost. Moving on, I don't know if this is just a UK thing only or whether this happens all the way around the globe. You will have to update me in the comment section because I am really eager to hear your thoughts on this. But during springtime, everybody in the UK, we all go a little bit crazy. As soon as that first little bit of sun shines through the clouds, everybody goes out and mows their lawn. We all light our barbecues, and regardless of what temperature it is, we all strip off and get a little bit more skin on show because it's sunny, and that is just what you have to do. SPF on, obviously, at least for me anyway. I like my skin to be spring ready, and to make sure it's spring ready, I like to use an acid exfoliant all over my body, missing out those delicate areas. You know the ones. So I know there are lots of creams on the market that have lactic acid, glycolic acid, some salicylic acid in there to really help to strip off those dead skin cells, but being completely honest, let's keep it real, I don't have time for that every single day. So I tend to reach for this, and I know this is supposed to be a face product, but it works just as well on the body, and it is so super quick and extremely effective. This is from The Ordinary, and it's the glycolic acid 7% solution. And I tend to get this on a sponge, which I have misplaced at this moment in time, but a large cotton round will do just as well. Douse it in the liquid and just go up and down your body so much faster than applying a cream. I'm not quite sure why it's faster, but it really is. And sometimes I put a cream on afterwards, which sort of defeats the object of it being faster, but I like the effect. Sometimes I don't. So you can use it with or without. Extremely good at what it does. This will also help to get rid of any pigmentation on the surface of the skin, evening out your skin tone, because just as important on the body as it is on the face, it just makes my skin feel unbelievably good and non-sticky, which is what I like. I swear by this. It's great. All year round it's great, but I do like to use it on my body just before spring hits. Let's talk spring colours. Now, I'm not a huge fan of pastel eyeshadows. I know there are some beautiful pastel eyeshadow palettes that have some lovely springtime colours in there. Natasha Denona, Urban Decay brought one out just before Christmas. Beautiful palettes, not for me. Just reminds me of the 1980s, and I just can't get past that. Maybe I should step out of my comfort zone and give one a go. No. You know, you just know when something's not going to be for you. I do, however, love pastel shades on my nails, and I have every single shade that is in the next collection that I'm going to show you on my nails today. This is from Nails Inc. and it's such a lovely collection. This is Florals for Spring collection. Now, if I'm being completely honest, when I saw the picture of these, I thought that this shade here was a really beautiful light pastel mint green. It's not. It's a white, and I'm slightly disappointed. All of these shades I will wear, and I'm glad that I bought them, but I sort of thought I was getting something else. And this shade here and this shade here, although they are completely different, they are very similar tones. So I would have loved if they'd have put a beautiful pale pastel blue in here, a pale pastel green in here, maybe a pale pastel daffodil yellow in here. I think that would have been slightly more floral than just sticking to a lilac, a pink, a white, and a sort of earthy ballerina pink. So although, again, I will use every single one of these shades and I think it is a beautiful collection, there's just something missing for me. So glad I bought it and will continue to wear it. Probably not with every single shade on my nails like I've got today, but I wanted to show you all the different shades together. But I will wear them individually. So just like every other Nails Inc polish that I've tried, these are superb to apply. The brush applicator is just right, not too big, not too small. The formula is really shiny, very quick to apply, 2 coats and you're out the door, and it's incredibly quick drying. So if you are in a rush, these are really convenient, really long lasting as well. I am already on day 4, there isn't a chip, and the shine hasn't dulled down at all. So I am incredibly impressed. Okay, so this next product I've talked about quite a lot, and I've included this out of principle. It really got my back up this weekend whilst I was watching TikTok and a few Instagram reels. I realised that there is talk about the Pamela Anderson 90s brows making a return. No. Please say this is a lie. It's taken me so long to grow my brows back. There is no way on this earth that I am either shaving them off or plucking them all again. No, 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 no. Tell me it isn't so. I'm putting this in out of principle because it's taken me such a long time to find a brow gel that is superior to any other brow gel that I have ever tried, and I have tried some good ones. This is the Makeup by Mario, and this allows you to get those really bushy, beautiful brows without them looking fake or false. You can have them looking really natural with this product, or you can have them looking more laminated if that's the look you want to go for. But I love this. You could go out in a hurricane and your brows would still be pristine when you walk through the door. So we are not going to talk about this whole Pamela Anderson 90s brows thing making a return on this channel ever again. I am just going to cover my eyes, cover my ears, and pretend that I never heard it. This is the way that I want to go. Save it for the filters. Leave your brows intact. Otherwise, there's going to be a whole other generation 20 years down the line that has bald eyebrows, that has to spend an absolute fortune on brow restorative gels to try and get their brows to grow back when everybody comes to the senses once again. Let's move on. So springtime for me is all about the scents, so it would be completely wrong of me not to put some sort of fragrance within this video, and I'm actually going to put 2 in because I've been on a long fragrance journey over the last 6 months. I've loved every single second, and I feel like I've finally found my signature fragrance, and it is so nice. I love the sense of spring, that freshness, the florals, the zestiness, and this next fragrance empowers all of those things in one bottle. I am obsessed. I am so obsessed. This is the fragrance that I can't wait to wake up in the morning so that I can take a bath in this. It's so beautiful. It's from Diptyque and it's the Eau de Sens. Now, I have just looked up how to pronounce that, so anybody who comes for me in the comments section, blame Google if I got that wrong. This is perfection. It is springtime punching you in the face in liquid form. It is just superb. It has that zestiness of freshly cut grass. It has those really lightweight florals. There is nothing heavy to this at all. It's so lightweight and it is so fresh. And like I said, springtime in liquid form. It's just beautiful, stunning. And I'm going to put some more on. It also stays around for an incredibly long time. You know, some of those scents disappear as soon as you walk out the door. This one doesn't. I can still smell this on me hours later. It's beautiful. Now let me just tell you the olfactory notes in this. There's orange blossom, angelica root, patchouli, and juniper berry. If you've not tried this already and you love the smell of spring, highly recommend getting a sample of this, going into your local department store and just having a little bit of spray on yourself. Usually perfumes smell awful on my skin. It ends up smelling like cat pee. I've said this time and time again on my channel. This one smells the same in the bottle as it does on my skin. Hallelujah, I have found one. I like quite a lot of different fragrances and I like differing weights of fragrances. So in the winter and in autumn, I like a heavier, more musky scent. I do like a lot of leather fragrances, but in the spring and summer months, I like to keep it really lightweight, and that is definitely what this is, but it definitely packs a punch as well, and the longevity is excellent. But let's move on to my next fragrance, which is completely different to anything I have ever tried, and I will be taking this away on holiday with me. By the way, if you want me to do a video on the products that I'm actually going to be taking away with me when I travel, do let me know and I'll get on with that in the comment section, because I'm already putting a list together just so I can stay organized. This will definitely be coming with me though. Again, this is from Diptyque and it's the Eau Rose. This is a solid perfume, and if you have a problem with perfume because of the high alcohol content, you may want to try some solid perfumes out. This one in particular has no alcohol in it whatsoever, and it's one of those formulas that you apply to your little pressure points, and it is so nice. This one, although it's rose, this is not an old-fashioned rose fragrance. It's not a heavy old-fashioned rose fragrance. This is a really lightweight, youthful rose fragrance. And I think that makes all the difference. And again, even though this is a solid fragrance, this packs a punch. It's lightweight, but you can definitely smell it. I actually put this on before I go to bed, and it's so relaxing and calming. I like to mix this with other fragrances. I learned that from Sammy on TikTok. She is my style guru. I wish I had her wardrobe, but there's absolutely no way that I'm ever going to be able to afford it. If I could live one day in her shoes, I so would. But she got me to buy this, and I am so glad that I did, because it's just divine. And I can't help myself. So stepping away from the fragrances, you've probably heard me talk about the MAC Stack more than once on my channel. This is my new Ride or Die mascara. I love it. This adds volume, length, and it does it so quickly. It's beautiful stuff. This is not the products that I'm featuring in this video. A lot of people have said, and I completely agree with them, this transfers onto their upper lids and they can't use it because of that, because maybe they live in a hot, humid country, or they do a lot of exercise and end up perspiring, and then, you know, it just gets absolutely everywhere. Completely agree with you. In the UK, I don't tend to need a waterproof mascara. A little bit of powder on my upper lids will stop that from happening. However, when I go away, and I will be buying another one of these before I go away because I'm already starting to get a little anxious that I may run out while I'm on holiday. To stop the spread of this and the bleeding of this from happening, especially if you're in a hot, humid country, I would definitely recommend the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes Waterproof Top Coat. Now, you don't need to put this everywhere, but as it starts to get a little warmer in spring as we evolve into summertime, this is an absolute gift from the gods. It's got a great applicator, and all you need to do is pop a little bit on the tips of your lashes, and maybe if you suffer with that bleeding and transfer, a little bit on the backs of your lashes as well. So you don't need to coat the entire thing unless you really struggle. This is perfection on my lashes and completely stops any bleeding or smudging from happening. So for that extra bit of reassurance, if you've got a ride or die mascara that's not waterproof and you really want it to be waterproof for a special occasion, this is unbelievable stuff. And it really works. So you may have noticed that in the autumn winter my hair went really quite dark, and then you may have also noticed in the last few weeks that my hair's getting slightly lighter, and that is because I am a pain in the backside for my hairdresser. I am my hairdresser's worst nightmare. I am that person that goes in and says, I really want to go dark, so we go dark, and then I'll go, maybe we should go light again. What do you think? So that's what we're doing right now. We are taking my hair back to the way that it was, just slightly warmer edition. I am at the moment completely ruining my hair, even though I take really good care of my hair. I use Olaplex all the time. Every time I touch my hair, I use the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner, the 4 and 5. I use the treatments 0 and 3 every single week at the moment. I also use the 8 on the odd occasion, and I do have the styling oil and heat protector as well, although I don't use that as often as my other heat protection formula. But I do take a lot of care over my hair, and my hairdresser Laura also puts Olaplex within my colour and my bleach so that it's protecting my hair as it's lightening my hair to the shade that I want it to be. So I am taking care of my hair, but regardless, my hair is a little bit drier than it used to be before I started messing around. So I've really been enjoying this deep, nourishing conditioning treatment at the moment. It's by BRIOGEO. I did not look up how to pronounce this before I said it. Have you guessed? BRIOGEO or BRIOGEO? It's really good anyway. It's the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This fills my hair full of moisture. It really conditions and it makes my hair feel beautiful, soft and shiny as soon as I take it off. This is such a lovely conditioning treatment. You only need to leave it on for 10 minutes, but I have been known to leave it on for longer. This is the smaller version that you can buy. This is only 59 mils, but there is also a huge pot that you can buy as well, and I have just placed an order for a larger version. That is how good this stuff is. So yeah, swear by this. This is lovely, and if you are a nightmare like me, if you just cannot make your mind what colour you want to be, or you just like to, try different things out every now and again, this is definitely what you need in your hair care routine. It is beautiful and it just makes your hair feel just luscious. Oh, I think we're at number 10. And that has taken a while, so thank you very much if you've stayed with me throughout this entire video. For me, springtime, scents, skin, blush. You want that English rose glow to the cheek, and my favourite blush for giving that appearance is from Chanel. Again, I've mentioned this on my channel many times before. This is the number 1 de Chanel, and it's in the shade 3 Vital Beige. This is the deeper one of the two that I have in my collection. I have this on today. Just gives you that subtle glow. It's really, really pigmented. I apply this with a brush or with my fingertips. It blends out like a dream and it stays on my cheeks all day, and there's no tackiness whatsoever. Even though it gives that little bit of a sheen and a glow, it dries down and it sinks into the skin. There is no way that any of my hair is gonna stick to my face after a gust of wind. I love this stuff. It is superb, beautiful, gorgeous, divine. Is there anything else I can say about this? Probably not. Lasts all day, it's beautiful, pigmented, and it's just gorgeous. So that's it for this video. They are my 10 must-have springtime products and I love every single one of them. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful in some way. Let me know what you've thought about it in the comment section. Also, don't forget to check out Charlotte's channel and her video. I've listed it in the description box for you, so just click on that link and it will take you straight through to her video. Tell her I said hi, give her some love, give her a like, give her a subscribe. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love it if you would click on that subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.